to TV Burp. Statue race on Emmerdale.
I was aware of a contract.
It's Candlestick in the lead with Bronze Horse coming up behind him. Candlestick wins. Pete Doherty takes Kate Moss for a stroll on Street Doctor.
Their target, Glasgow.
Jade and Jack Goody's secret wedding. We've got the footage. And new loo for Norris on Coronation Street.
Not got the manpower, Norris.
Busy. Now, you're probably like me. After a bout of ice skating, your mouth is so dry, your lips stick to your teeth. Yes, dancing on ice is back. I was sorry to see Foxy, real name, Neil Fox. Yeah, I was sorry to see Foxy crash out, but in one way, it was fair enough.
Somewhere.
That's not dancing, that's walking. It's not called walking on ice, Foxy. But I think my favourite judge must surely be Jason Gardner.
Our resident bad boy and choreographer to the stars, Jason Gardner.
Or Action Man, as we call him. Yeah, he's so good at judging because he's got those eagle eyes. Yeah, the one problem there, Foxy, was that you were like walking and not dancing. The waltzing Matilda, waltz. Oh, I've fallen over because I've never been ice skating myself and not really qualified to be a judge. It's odd how some people take bad news differently to others, isn't it? This was, of course, Holby, and there seemed to be a bit of a bug going round.
Did you have a...
Lovely, that, isn't it, when you're having your tea? It then seemed to spread from Holby to top drama, trial and retribution, even resulting in follow-through. I do beg your pardon. Trial and retribution. And Detective Chief Superintendent Walker is rather old-fashioned. He's heard that computers can be used to help solve crimes, but he's not sure how.
I've spoken to the National Crime Faculty. They're checking the Catchem database for any other young girls.
Yeah, do you know if they picked up a computer from Madeleine Fuller's home?
I don't think she had one.
No, the Madeleine Fuller didn't have one. What about Donna?
They've ran round after her, collecting her, waiting for her. And that one afternoon...
Sylvia, did Donna own a computer?
Donna didn't own one. Did anyone else?
Did the victim own a computer?
No.
It seems that no one owned a computer.
Why didn't you ask her father if he can find him? Did you know he walked out on us 4 years back?
Did he have a computer?
Yeah. Not as popular as they used to be, are they? We did, however, discover the truth behind one mystery that's been bugging me now for over a year.
Well, you know what my state of mind is at the moment. You know where I am, you know where I'm at, you know where my mind's at the moment. You know, I can't take it. I can't take over that.
The true identity of the banker on Deal or No Deal. If Derek Acora's busy and you've got a ghost, who are you going to call? Who better than top medium Mia Dolan? This week she was called in by Donna, Leanne and Antonia to investigate Swan House, our former pub with a sinister past.
It would have been seen at the window. I think we've got a really good chance of getting some paranormal activity tonight.
Oh, never heard it called that before. Mia decides they should spend the night at the house to get a feel for it. But Antonia isn't quite so sure.
I should feel really comfortable here. I should be able to stay here on my own of an evening with Ellie Mae in bed and have a bath, watch TV and do whatever, but I won't do it. I've not yet spent a night on my own.
Dirty girl! Antonia is terrified. She'd seen a ghost, but a ghost of what?
Kind of, a very strange and neutral colour, kind of egg disfigured egg-shaped thing.
The ghost of an egg. Every time you break an egg, you are in effect creating an egg ghost. I am the ghost come to take revenge for frying my children in hot oil with bacon, sausage and tomato. Wait a minute. You're not a ghost. Oh, yeah, and I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Anyway, Mia is there. It's a living. Mia is there to get rid of the ghost, for which she requires a special incantation.
Domini, Domini, quae sustainabi, et ipse reduit Israel, ex omnibus, iniquietibus, ejus.
A world about us, duck-billed platypus. I hope no one's rumbled us. Nick Baker was back with his weird creatures, and this week he was searching for... Oh, you tell us, Nick.
It's a fluffy, pink, fairy, armour-plated, odd mammal.
Who are you calling a fairy? But Nick Baker certainly has a gentle way with the animals.
Oh, whoa.
What? Maybe there's a reason for his clumsiness.
I've become the victim of Argentinian hospitality, so I hate to admit it, but I'm slightly intoxicated.
Off his head on booze, great. With no sign of the pink fairy armadillo, he spotted one animal I think we're all familiar with.
Oh, there's one here. Ronnie, look at that. Is that not a weird beast?
It's Basil Brush. Boom, boom! Of course it's not Basil Brush. I don't know what that is, but our TV naturalist Nick Baker, he'll know.
These are the most charismatic little fluffy things I've ever seen.
It's a fluffy thing. Yeah, that's right. They're fluffy things. Up there, they're feathery things. In the water, they're scaly things. That's all you need to know, all right? So with no luck tracking one down, Nick decides to put out some traps. 20 of them. He leaves them overnight and goes through them one by one. We join him at trap 20.
Nice one. Yeah, look. Just a bucket of sand. Get that down your builder's merchant. And with that, last pitfall trap, and pretty much all the devices goes are, I guess, our last hope on this trip of actually seeing a pink fairy armadillo.
Great, no sign. I spent an hour watching that. If you said at the start you weren't going to find one, I might not have bothered. Have another look.
I think we're pretty much done.
I'll teach you to waste my time. That night, Nick's back on the booze and finds another use for the pink fairy armadillo. He manages to get a tune out of one. Yes, it's EastEnders. And Dot was trying to tempt Joe with one of her old East End recipes.
Oh, please, please don't. Pauline's brain drowned in its own blood.
Does that come with chips? Is it me, or is Phil Mitchell deflating?
Dad, you're missing the beginning.
Poor Martin, though. Sonia's done a bunk with little Rebecca, so I've done something to cheer him up. Yes, a little drawing of how things might yet be. I hope he likes it. All right, tried my best. It's tricky with coloured pencils. And I've lost my sharpener. That poor front room of Martin's, though, eh? First it was gutted by fire, then at Christmas it was trashed by Joe.
What are you going to do, Pauline? What?
I just hope no one's got it in for the kitchen.
You.
Leave it! Here, doesn't anyone open a door before walking through it these days?
What? I want someone who can actually do something.
But which is better at crashing through doors, Phil or Mr. Blobby? There's only one way to find out. See you after the break. Welcome back to TV Burp. High-speed chase on Coronation Street. Nick Baker insists the booze is not affecting his work. Foxy's mum celebrates his return from dancing on ice. And Smoking Giraffe on Wild at Heart. Colin and Justin on the estate now, in which interior designers Colin and Justin take on the task of breathing new life into the Ardennes, a run-down estate in Glasgow. It's a tough job and creates friction, even between Colin and Justin.
I know what you want, and it's exactly the same as I want as well.
Okay, so what did you just ask me there? What I want?
No, listen.
Let me tell you.
No, listen. The question I did ask you is how do we do it?
Can I answer that question?
Yes,
then?
if you can answer that question, if you answered the question, how do we do this in the time frame, then I'm quite willing to listen.
Have you delivered the full question? Can I tell you, without you butting in?
Go on then.
I don't know what we can do.
Let's settle that then. Things get so heated, their assistant Roseanne even starts arguing with the ornaments. In this case, a trophy.
Do you know what I'm trying to do? Is I'm trying to get a job of work done with no information at all. Absolutely no input. Every time I come in here for a wee bit of input, I go out and run.
Which brings us to our TV highlight of the week. TV highlight of the week.
You've got the drawings for the computer workbench, haven't you?
Yes.
BBC Three's Fat Men Can't Hunt Now, which followed a bunch of slightly overweight people as they learned to survive in the African bush. One of them was already a seasoned hunter.
I've always wanted to sort of catch and eat my own food. I tried to kill a duck with a catapult, but I didn't kill it.
Yeah, well, the problem with that is the duck tends to catch the pellet in its beak and throw it back. Shh! I can see one. Does it? See what I mean? You need good hand-to-eye coordination, as Joe Bruno demonstrates.
I've got very, very good hand-eye coordination.
Oh, yes. How come they become so overweight? Glandular problems, runs in the family.
Joe blames his massive weight gain on sitting around all day getting stoned.
I can see how that might have something to do with it. Talking of hunters, Ray Mears was on the warpath this week with all the tools at his disposal.
Peter, tell me about the great mystery of the Mesolithic microliths.
This is the Mesolithic Swiss Army knife.
All right, where's the little scissors, eh? Where's the toothpick? Yes, Britain's most popular hunter-gatherer was out to kill. Oh, how I pity his prey. Yes, he successfully killed the Sunday roast. That's not all he managed to hunt down. I've got his booty bag here. Let's have a look. Well, there's the Sunday roast, obviously, and then there's some potatoes. He's managed to shoot those, and oh look, for afters, apple pie, and finish it all off rather nicely. The half-plates. Yum yum. All cruelly hunted down and killed. No, I should be careful. He's still got that bow and arrow. I didn't mean it, Ray. That's enough. Which brings us to our Celebrity Big Brother Roundup.
Celebrity Big Brother Roundup.
Hi, Harry. Did you notice Eric Pollard on Emmerdale turning into a Dalek this week?
I'm stretching my philanthropy to breaking point by ignoring the fact that the contract regarding the antiques barn categorically forbids living on the premises.
Where is the Wolfpack? To the Wolfpack.
Thanks, Duncan. Yes, it's our own most cherished Emmerdale. Yes, and I don't know about you. Some days, I think I won't bother watching it. What's in it for me, I think? I've got so many other important things to do. And then I just catch the opening scenes and straight away you're drawn in, aren't you? It's just unmissable, isn't it? Proprietor of the corner shop, Viv, got ever so saucy.
I've got a husband who I love, and I've got these two little cherubs.
Do you ever do that thing where you mean to hang your coat on the back of the door and sit on a chair, but instead you put your coat on the chair and hang yourself on the back of the door?
It was trying.
Wild at Heart, the story of Vet Danny, who's in a show about vets with the actress Amanda Holden. Set in the African bush, you can imagine there are some fascinating tales.
So what got you interested in vultures in the first place?
That's a bit of a story.
A very tedious one.
I'd like to hear it.
Doesn't matter.
And we're all used to a slight fizzing sound when we open a bottle of pop. In Africa, it's a bit more flamboyant.
Catch you later.
Okay. That's made me a bit thirsty. Let's have a look. Oh, we've only got this Australian Coca-Cola. Let's just... Hang on. What's this down here? What? Jade Goody Cola? Jade's own brand? Let's try... She was sorry after all. But have you ever wondered what a mixture of hip, reggae, rock, sacred music and the healing sounds of the shaman might sound like?
Yes!
Yeah, I thought so. Well, hope you caught Fortune, £1 million giveaway, on Tuesday.
We're both singers from the band The Phoenix Rose. I'm the more conventional, she's the wacky shaman. We fuse hip-hop, reggae and rock with sacred and healing sounds. It's indie meets world music.
It's very catchy. How much do you need to get it off the ground?
And we're asking for...
£79,000.
£976, please.
How much?
£79,000?
£976,
please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phoenix Rose.
He's got a bitter sweet face and he goes by the name of Ebenezer Good. His friends call him Easer and he is the main geezer and he'll vibe out the place like no other man could. Easer Good, Easer Good. He's Ebenezer Good. Easer Good, Easer Good. He's Ebenezer Good. Easer Good.
There you go, guys. Congratulations. That's all we've got time for. See you next week.
Well, we've sharpened the skates, we've polished the sequins, and we've stretched the lycra.
And our remaining 10 skating stars have spent all week rehearsing their new routines.
Yes, we're all systems go for Dancing on Ice, and it's coming up next.